Sungai Petani is a city in southern Kedah, the second largest city in Kedah and a major manufacturing centre in Malaysia. It is located about 35 kilometers from historic city of Georgetown, Penang, and 68 kilometers from Alor, the state capital of Kedah. The city looks just like any other Malaysian cities, nothing is super special until these road signs appeared. How can a place far away could be used as a road name in the city? Patani could mean a farmer in Malay language, and it also can mean Patani, a province in Thailand which used to be a Malay kingdom until 1902. So which one is correct? Let's take a look at the 100-year-old clock and walk around the old city of Sungai Petani while understanding of how Sungai Petani got its name. Well, after many hours of traveling and after 500 kilometers more for this one. Due to lack of clarity in earliest of the written records, the origin of Sungai Petani name could be originated from various theories. Since there are few records in the early days of Sungai Petani, do people live in this region just recently or a long time ago? To understand that how people started populating this area, we need to look back around 1400 years before. This part of the world used to be part of an ancient kingdom flourished around 6th to 8th century AD. Ancient Kingdom of Kedah Tua or Old Kedah was established in Merbuk about 15 km west of modern-day Sungai Petani, a Hindu-Buddhist kingdom that flourished by maritime trade and the spread of Indianized culture from the Indian subcontinent. Due to strong influence of Hinduism and Old Malay culture from across the Strait of Malacca, Old Kedah was under the influence of Sriwijaya. Sriwijaya is a maritime kingdom existed from 6th century until 12th century AD, with Palembang in Sumatra, today modern-day Indonesia, as its center of power. When Islam reached Old Kedah and spread among nobles and people, the temples have been abandoned, ignored and forgotten, hidden by the thick jungles until the archaeological work began in the late 19th century. A few remnants of the old temples left scattered throughout Merbuk, and the most significant of all is a temple or Candi at Bukit Batu Pahat or Batu Pahat Hill, located near the waterfall within the view of Manjarai. There are other temples surrounding Bukit Batu Pahat temple which has been excavated and moved from the original site because the land often privately owned. And therefore, the region where Sungai Petani existed is known to be inhabited at least 1,500 years. The city name derived from a stream called Sungai Petani. According to the official local authority website, the river used to be named as Sungai Bertanding or Contesting River. The name Sungai Bertanding was given due to the river flows in parallel with another stream nearby, which is not named in the official district website. The other stream might be either Sungai Jagong, which is located nearby in the north, or Sungai Pasir, as written by K. Nadaraja in his book The History of Kuala Muda. As the time went by, the contesting river name was changed to Sungai Petani. There are two main possibilities of how the name Patani appeared. One, Patani in Malay literally means farmer. However, Sungai Petani only exists in written record after 1890, and the existence of rice fields such as in Sungai Laya and Sungai Batu preceded Sungai Petani. As such, it is less likely to be named after a group of farmers, rice farmers. By the official local authority website, the name Patani could have originated from the Kingdom of Pattani, an ancient kingdom that existed between the 15th century until 1902. Proof number 1, the theory strengthened by the Michael Topping based on his observation in the middle of the 19th century. He wrote, great numbers of Patani people, supposedly nearly 15,000, have emigrated and come down to Kuala Muda. And the main reason for the large number of immigration is due to failed Patani revolt against Siam in the early 19th century, when Siam, subordinate of Nakhon Sitamarat, occupied Kedah between 1828 until 1938. Proof number 2, one of the major roads in Sungai Petani named Jalan Patani or Patani Road Proof number 3. In the book 100 Years of Kereta Api Tanah Melayu or Malayan Railways 100 Years, published in the year 1985, the name of the station is written as Sungai Petani. If you want to visit Sungai Petani, you can come to the city. Wait. The video will not end that simple because other than Latin script, modern script, the Malay language also used Arabic writing for centuries, known as Jawi. Sungai Petani in Jawi writing is this, and Patani official name is this one. The difference happens because the Jawi or Yawi name of Patani derived from the word Fatona, a Malay word borrowed from the Arabic, which means wisdom. Another theory that appeared in the official district website is that the name Patani derived from the princess of Mrong Mahawangsa, the legendary first ruler of the old Kedah. The princess moved to modern day Patani and called as Patini, a Sanskrit word which probably means pure and elegance. However, due to lack of written records from multiple sources, this theory is less plausible than the other two previously I mentioned. When the modern administration of Kedah was set up in the middle of 19th century aftermath of Siam-Kedah War, the governance structures of Kedah was reorganized. Kota Kuala Muda was chosen as the district capital since the town is located by Muda River and near to Penang to ease trade and law enforcement. Until the end of the 19th century, the area of what is today Sungai Petani was thick jungle and swamps, sparsely populated by Malays in small villages along Merbok River. In the end of the 19th century, Chinese start to settle down in Sungai Petani and planted vegetables and tapioca. A letter from Tunku Mahmud sent in 1899 ordered Penghulu Abdul Rahman, which is the head of district of Kuala Muda, to gather the locals to build a police station in Sungai Petani. Also, a series of letters from Raja Muda or Crown Prince Tunku Abdul Aziz between 1900 until 1901 addressed the security and also business disagreement happened in Sungai Petani. And the correspondence of these letters prove two things. Sungai Petani is increasingly important as a trading settlement, and a need of a police station signal a growing town and also growing crime numbers. In the official record, Sungai Petani was not mentioned in the first annual report of Kedah for 1905, and the second annual report of Kedah from 1906 mentioned the construction of a police station in Sungai Petani with a cost of 800 straight dollars. The old police station was located in the old town at Kuala Road, east of the train station, not this one. And most of the Chinese inhabitants of early Sungai Petani were sent by their tokais from Penang and Kuala to Kuala Muda to open the land for charcoal industry and also to plant some food crops. Economic activities soon emerged: vegetable farming, tapioca and charcoal industry, where Sungai Petani has a lot of mangrove trees grew along the river. The charcoal industry was so extensive, a place was named as Bakar Arang, or literally means burn the coal, after the charcoal activities in the south of Sungai Petani. Due to rapid growth of Sungai Petani, William George Maxwell, first British advisor to Kedah, proposed a new town which located west of the old town. The new town was proposed in 1909, which is the very first year when Kedah is under the British colonization and no longer under Siam. When the first census was conducted in the year 1911, 19.6% of the population of Kuala Muda, people live in Kuala Muda district, live just in Sungai Petani. What once was a mangrove swamp with a few villages has grown into a bustling town inhabited by Malays, Chinese and Indians in just a few decades. After the Anglo-Siamese Treaty 1909, it was realized that Alor has a better connection to Siam, which is today Thailand, with a road to Songkhla to the north rather than to the south. I talked about the road briefly in the previous video about Hadiai, how Hadiai appeared to be where the city was first populated nearby Alor Songkhla Road. Where's the link? The link somewhere here. Maybe you can watch later. In 1913, the government of Kedah decided to build a road between Alor and new town of Sungai Petani to link the capital with the southern part of Kedah. Sungai Petani became the district capital of Kuala Muda, replacing Kota Kuala Muda since 1915. At first, there were very few government offices, government buildings when the district capital moved from Kota Kuala Muda to Sungai Petani. Therefore, district government ran some shop houses along Jalan Raya, today Jalan Ibrahim. Kedah is known for its rice field and a major supplier of rice to the whole peninsula since the 19th century. Therefore, British decided to construct a railway line linking Penang and northern state of Kedah and Perlis up to Padang Besar, where the railway connected to the Thai side. When the railway line was built, it passed through the inland route of Sungai Petani via Gurun to Alor for two reasons. First, the inland line is flat, which makes the railway construction easier than the coastal route with an obstacle of hilly Tanjung Jaga. The second, the inland road has a vast rice fields which supply rice to the rest of Malaysia. Also, the interior Kedah was opened up for rubber, as the main objective of the railway construction is to open up land for rubber trees. For most of the 20th century, Sungai Petani is just as most of the town in the peninsula. What happened after 1970s changed Sungai Petani from a town into a city. The industrialization of nearby Penang spilled the development to neighbouring Kedah and Perak when foreign investors opened up the factories. Heavy industries, especially electric and electronic factories, were opened. Low land costs, low wage, and nearness to Penang Port in Butterworth and Penang International Airport attracted the foreign investors to open the factories in Sungai Petani. To encourage investment, industrial areas has been established with business-friendly policies which led to multinational companies footing in southern Kedah. When the construction of a North-South Expressway or PLUS reached Sungai Petani in the year 1991, the journey to Penang Port has been reduced from 1 hour to only 30 minutes. While the trip to Alor, the state capital, reduced from 1 hour 40 minutes to just 1 hour. In 2015, ETS, which is an electrified higher speed rail, was opened, reducing train travel time from Kuala Lumpur and Sungai Petani from 10 hours long to just 4 hours. With robust economic activities and efficient transport links, Sungai Petani has the potential to be the next tourist destination, specifically on history-related trips. And the name origin of Sungai Petani is one of many oddities that most Malaysians ignored in their own hometown. Tracing the name origin need an extensive digging in the library and also in digging in the archaeological sites. Because historical and archaeological works are never adequately funded enough, no wonder that only a few do care about the history. The origin of city names in Malaysia reflects the history and ethnic diversity of the people. There are places named after Javanese or Jawa such as Parit Jawa, Padang Jawa and Asam Jawa. There are places named after a tree such as Ipoh, Sepang, Kulim, Kelapa Sawit and the state of Malacca. There are places originated from Thai language such as Yan, Baling and the state of Perlis. There are places originated from Hokkien, Hokkien is one of the dialect in Chinese such as Taiping, and Teochew such as Yongpeng. There are places named after English names too such as Georgetown, Butterworth, Port Dickson and also Connaught. In Kuala Lumpur, there are places that its origin blurred by the development and demographic changes. For example, Abdullah Hukum Station is named after Abdullah Hukum, a Kerinci nobleman. Kerinci? Kerinci is derived from Kerinci people, one of the original inhabitants of Kuala Lumpur. Due to influx of Malays and Chinese and many more within the century, a very few Kerinci people remain in Kuala Lumpur. Today, Kerinci people has largely assimilated into Malays, and the list goes on and on and on. The origin of the names of other cities in Malaysia. With the passage of time, the blurriness of folk history and lack of available written record conceal the exact origin of Sungai Petani name. And do you know how your hometown got its name? You can comment down below. If you want to visit Sungai Petani, you can visit the city by train, bus and car. ETS, the electrified train from Kuala Lumpur, Ipoh and Padang Besar serves Sungai Petani station. And the journey from Kuala Lumpur to Sungai Petani via ETS takes about 4 hours. There is a commuter service between Butterworth, Alor and Padang Besar as well. express bus link the city with major cities throughout Peninsular Malaysia. Be warned, if you want to go beyond the old city area, you need a private transport or arrange a rent car or taxi. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new about Sungai Petani and how Sungai Petani rose from collection of small villages by the creek into a growing city. Thank you so much again and see you in the next video.